The goal line stand against the Texans was terrifying. Let's take a look. So it all starts with Josh Ball and Dak Prescott. If you look at what's going on, Ball is going to get beat. See this paw here? This hits Dak Prescott's arm and we get an interception. This actually is huge. Schultz and Pollard stopped this from getting any further than the 4 or 5 yard line, and that's big, and you'll see why in a couple of plays. All right, first play, it's a read option. We're going to have this guard and tackle pull out here. So we'll watch through this on this angle. You can see Sam Williams is out here, takes that outside leverage, which is the give read for Driscoll, and the running back runs into a ball of humanity. All right, let's see who is in that humanity on this angle. All right, so you've got these two guys pulling, and these two guys are going to down block. All right, so it's going to leave this guy and this guy for the guard and tackle to push out and create a hole, hopefully somewhere in here. So let's look at this. All right, so you got Watkins standing in here strong. You know, he's not pushed off the ball. You have Vander Esch coming in and Lawrence coming in to fill those gaps. You can see that these guys are meeting the guard and tackle at the line of scrimmage. That's Vander Esch taking on that block right there. This is the hole. This is a great play by Vander Esch. He is in the hole, and Watkins is holding his dude steady, not giving up any ground. It's a great play by Watkins. You can see Lawrence is dodging his blocker, and there's just nothing there. Nothing. Vander Esch probably the key one on that. But Watkins also. This play is scary, and this is exactly why the play for Schultz and Pollard to stop the ball where they did was so big. All right, we're going to have a play action to the left, but they're going to bootleg out to the right. And you can see he's got this guy pretty open. Hooker is about to leave his safety position here, reading this well. And he's got that outside leverage, maybe too far outside leverage, because he's able to cut this back in and nearly scores. You can see Watkins turn on the jets here. You know, he's jogging. And then there's the sprint. And he tackles him. Diggs makes a business decision and decides not to tackle him, and even is good enough to avoid the swinging foot of Watkins with the game on the line. And somehow that's not a touchdown. I think it's pretty close. And there was nothing definitive on the replay from the broadcast, but man, I thought it could have been a touchdown. I'm not sure they would have been able to reverse it if they called it that. And remember, when I talked about the Schultz and Pollard play to stop them at the 4 or 5 yard line, this is exactly what I'm talking about, because on the next play, this is where they're starting, right here. All right, this is a running play to the right. I think it's supposed to go off that right tackle. So right in here, and bam, right in that gap is Demarcus Lawrence. Huge play for us. Huge play. Demarcus Lawrence has been doing excellent this season. He's even better when you actually look at the film. And so we can see this from the other angle. We're going to run this play, and I'll pause it right before the snap. All right, so this play is supposed to be coming right in here. This guy is thinking, hey, I've got an easy block here. I need to push in my dude because the run play is supposed to go behind my butt. And so if I block him in, wash him down, then we have a score. He's already thinking, I've got the appropriate leverage for this. I'm not sure if Demarcus Lawrence knows this. He might, just the way he gets off this block. Let's just watch through that frame by frame. Ball snapped. This guy's actually late coming off of it. And, you know, he's got his head down. He's thinking he's about to make this block. And there he is. There's that dude. And he is not blocking Demarcus Lawrence at all. And Demarcus Lawrence gets through and dives at the feet. And that is a 2 yard loss. If you look at where this ball is going, Vander Esch is down on his knees. We got a hat on hat here. This is the hole. I think that's a touchdown. But Lawrence makes an incredible play. You know what? Losing teams just lose. And I was expecting this to happen earlier, and then it wasn't happening. And then I was starting to get a little bit nervous about it. But this is exactly how teams with a 1-10 record, 1-10-1 record, lose games. It's just poor execution. The play is supposed to be a sweep to the right. You can tell because the running back is taking a pretty flat angle across the line of scrimmage. And so he's expecting the sweep. And instead, Driscoll opens up the wrong way. He's going to open up to his left. Play is going to the right. And you can see that this guy's out here trying to wall off any backside defenders. And if he would have actually swept to the right, you've got Damian Wilson out here as the guy to beat. I don't know if that works in our favor or not. The open field tackle would have been difficult, but praised him if he got it, and you would have cursed him if he didn't, right? And then Driscoll just runs into the block of humanity there. And so we can see this from the other angle. I mean, you can see Lawrence trips up, so he's not going to be getting him probably. Nobody else out there except for we know that Damian Wilson is off the screen. And so we have Barr here and Neville Gallimore there to meet Driscoll. And that's how we stopped them so we could go down the field and win the game, finally. That's all I got.